all these holes out like so, because over time working on these they get full of crud and graphite and such. Now they're nice and clean and ready to receive the pins. There's the angle again. Oops. You can see how tight the pins are. Fit very well. All the same height. This little gauge here makes it easier to level them later. Here's the heart here. This compromise like this. Oh, that looks pretty good over here. Pretty good over here. This hole is pretty good. If I can bring this a little bit like this. Good. Yeah, that's good right there. Oh, that looks pretty good. We gotta make sure all our holes are right. Now we gotta draw a line here. And that little tiny shim. There's our spacer, expansion spacer. Looks good. This is our spacer that we put in to enlarge this. And we're just right now making it the same thickness, because it's difficult to glue them when they're not. This has to be the same. So slowly you can get it down there like this easily. Just about flush. Here's the bridge, just about finished. This will be put aside and can continue to work on the soundboard pins. Original maple, original pins, new graphite and new finish. pushing out everywhere. Very nice. Pushing out everywhere. Seam looks good too. Finally, after all that work, better.
Squishing. Get it goose squishing out. Squeeze it some more, baby. Nice and cherry.
I know one thing, with clamps on the end, you can feel the difference. They don't. That's a good thing. And this thing here is very soft. Another success story.
Here's our case with the beams. All nice and solid now. These were all glued. You can see our little glue holes. And now I'm going to give everything a little coat of shellac. Very thin. It's looking kind of dry. It should make the color pop and it will look a little better. And it will help keep it clean. So the next time you see this, it should be looking a little different.
Whoa, what's going on here? Oops, we're getting that spruce out of there. And the pine. And the maple. And all the older woods that are 100 years old or so. I don't even know what kind of piano this is, we forgot. But it's made out of some really beautiful wood here. The case was all solid wood, no veneer on the case. And we haven't yet to identify that. It looks like some kind of maple. And it's in hot water here, it's all falling apart, and we're saving everything. This is where we get the wood to make the soundboards. And there's some right there. That's some nice stuff. We rinse it off, wash it off, then we put it over here in the sunlight for a little while, not too long. Then we get it out of the sunlight. This is just to dry it up quickly here. You leave it here, it dries too quick. You got to put it inside, up in our warehouse, and then it stays there until we need it. Look at how thick that is. This is so beautiful. Oh my. This is some beautiful wood. We don't even know where this piano came from. Maybe across the street at the church. But anyways, it's very valuable wood.
Nice and warm. so well, it needs almost no pressure. Nice grain match. Pretty big spacer here.
Last piece at Chickering, and it's going to go in here. There it is, all together. And right now it's in an expanded state because it's been off the heat for 3-4 days now, whilst we were putting together the centerpiece here. And it's expanded. It's swelled up on us. So we're going to have to heat it up again, shrink it down. Nothing lines up anymore. All these holes have drifted over, so this whole thing is now swelled up and has moved this way. So we have to heat it up so it shrinks back. There we have it.
This is our spacer, truing up the edge, nice and flat, so we can glue it to the soundboard. That's very good.
See this here new looking wood? Well, it is. We put a crossbanding here. We glued this maple so the grain runs this way. It didn't have any before. And this is all solid wood here. And there was quite a few fractures in here. As when this expands and contracts seasonally, it will split the top veneer, but not anymore. This should prevent this movement of seasonal moisture movement here. And here is our veneer under here. It's going to go back on. Stripped the finish off, flattened it out, and we put it in this porous sandwich here so that moisture can escape and it dries nice and flat like so. And anyways, this is going to go right back onto here when we're done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to color the end here. The end grain of this maple will suck up the stain. And what we need is a little bit of this Indian red, a little burnt umber, and a dash of black. So that way we won't have a white line here ever. It'll be stained permanently. Just a little bit of this in here, like so. There we go, a lot of red, burnt umber, and we get this nice dark ink that matches this pretty darn nice. See? Okay, so what we're going to do is color this end here. Let it soak in the end grain. And this will hide that addition permanently. Only your piano man knows for sure. Here we go. See, it's going to disappear. That's what we want. Soaks right in that end grain. Boy, that's it. It just stays put. And we'll polish this a little bit after. Put a bit over here. It's going to look nice. This is the original finish here. I wore some off a little bit, trying to leveling this end grain here on this maple here, but for the most part we have the color, which is very important. All the way down there. This guy's a little more red over here, right there. And then we'll wait till this dries good. We'll put some more shellac over this and French polish this with a little linseed oil here. Put a nice finish on here to protect this, because we're going to be gluing the veneer on, and there's going to be glue leaking over the edge, and we don't want that. Of course, this is just a rough coloring. I'm doing this now to get ahead of the game. This is going to sit around for a while. I'm going to wait to glue the veneer on until the last minute so we don't damage it up. Some kind of accidents. There. We're going to get a little fussier after. This is just, like I said, to get some coloring in here. Get the coloring down below all our additional touch-up. There. So we'll leave that now. A little more over here. There we go. Get that red in there. The red and the black. Okay. Oops. Little boo-boos here. Put some shellacky. Blow on it, wave your hand. Ooh. Finish goes on. Well, you can't go over it too many times like this because you start wearing off what you put on. So we're going to wait. This will seal it up and keep it there. And it's going to match our veneer very nice. We'll put some more coloring in here, smoothing this out. Anyways, there we have it.
Here's our nice spacer, covered in glue. We're going to wipe this glue off and then prepare the soundboard to put the first rib on. This is the other side of the case in the back, and this corner is also loose. Crunchy, you can hear it. It's just this area. So that needs to be glued. Don't see anything else that's loose. Ow, slivers. We'll shellac the bottom later, give it a nice sanding and a very light coat of shellac to match our side beams here. It should be looking very good. Sand this too. This will all go away.
Okay, Chickering. First rib glue. a little higher now. A little higher. Seems to be good about the uniformity. Yes, I need hot water. And a couple of clean rags. Looks real. Looks real good. You take these off. Then we can wash through. Very well. Yeah. No, except if I think water's cool.